Bienvenue à Emily in Paris. First things first, Gabrielle and Kami are the same person in different fonts. Does things that are nefarious and they get away with it because they're good looking? Stay tuned. All right, welcome to another episode of Claire Haire. So I noticed that you guys did not watch when I did the Emily in Paris review. So I noticed you guys didn't watch it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead today. I'm just going to put all of the episodes into one, and I'll just briefly go over my reaction instead of going like a recap of the episodes since someone viewed it. I really want y'all to understand that Emily in Paris is a good show. Like, you guys need to watch it. No, I'm not being promoted, but like, it really teaches us about what the dating scene is, even if it's in French. So just want to let y'all know y'all need to watch it. Anyways, so we're going to go into episode 6. So we let last time on Emily in Paris. Basically, this is part 2. So episode 6 is pretty much leaving off where Camille finds out that she's not pregnant, but like the child she is, she's gonna go ahead and lie to Gabrielle about it. I have one here too as well. What's another one? Emily's supposed to fly out to her family in Chicago, which is my first time hearing her mention this family that she has in America since season 1. Anyway, so something. So she ends up being asked by Kami's father about, oh, you should come over to our family or blah blah. So she runs into Buddy. She runs into the brother of Kami, which someone she had relations with. And basically he's just like, you'll never beat that connection. And he's right. So she gets mad. She meets Marcello. He's from Italia. And basically she breaks up with Gabrielle, which she should. And so she runs into Lucian. Alfie. I'm using his full government name. She runs into Alfie. And then she's like, oh, how are you doing? Or da-da-da. He was like, oh, well, I got to go meet my girlfriend who's in the church or family. Da-da-da. And I'm just laughing because I know there's a lot of pushback about people saying that, oh, he never met anybody, or he was just saying that to make her jealous. And I was just like, Alfie, have you seen Alfie? Let's look at him again. Okay, have you seen that? The fact that even with him being, meanie heads here and there, it's not going to be hard for him to get a girlfriend. I don't know what there was a surprise by, oh my God, he's not waiting for Emily's beck and call. But episode 6 definitely starts beginning. Basically, it really shows that Emily needs to be by herself. It needs to be Emily in therapy next season. I don't know. Anyway, so let's go to episode 7. Episode 7 is basically post breakup. Enter Genevieve. So Genevieve is Sylvie's stepdaughter, basically her husband. His daughter that he had with someone in America. I'm assuming she black. But someone in America he had a kid with, so her name enters Genevieve, because they gotta enter new characters to keep it spicy. And basically I have on here Kami finally tells the truth to Gabrielle, and now she wants adoption instead of going to therapy. And then I have on here Mindy is in here too, somehow mixed into the plot, which I think Mindy needs her own spinoff, but that's just me. But Mindy is basically with Nikolai, and basically she has like a topless performance that she has to do, and like she's starting to develop feelings for Benoit again. And I'm just like, okay, I thought we were done with him. But she starts developing feelings for him. And so basically the episode pretty much, I would say this is one of the episodes where I feel like there was a lot of frustration on my part, because there's at one point Genevieve, like she basically starts working for Sylvie at their gateau or whatever. They start working there, and basically Gabrielle gets mad at Emily, and he basically starts talking to her in French and saying like, oh, you don't understand me. And then Genevieve, who has some French background, knowing French, like she translated and said, he actually never wants to see you again. But he didn't say all that. But my thing too is just like, Gabrielle is behaving like a child. I'm sorry. He's behaving like a kid. Like, I don't understand how women find us attractive. Like, I don't understand how you can sit there and see somebody does not want to communicate with you in a language that you literally do not comprehend, and you're just like, oh, he still loves me. No, he doesn't. Someone who really cares about you, they try hard to understand you. Like, they at least attempt. Like, he didn't even attempt to start speaking French. I was like, oh, pero empezar en español. Like, okay, let's start speaking other language then. Okay? Vamos a empezar hablando con español. Like, let's start speaking another language since you want us to play that game. Man, don't play with me. But like I said, she's still trying to figure out what do I do with him, blah, blah, but she's at least opening her heart. And I'm just like, girl, leave him alone. I've just never seen somebody blatantly not want to be with somebody, but also want to be with them. It's so frustrating. So that's pretty much episode 7. Just, you know, at the end of the show, Genevieve and Gabrielle were having a conversation, ha ha, yeah, ha. And Emily saw it from because they're by a window somehow. And Emily saw it, she saw it and she didn't like what she saw, so she got mad. And I was just like, girl, like, why? To me, I feel like if I can be in a relationship with you for however long and you meet a new person, you instantly connect with them, our relationship wasn't that good. So there's something that should be almost freeing, but she just holds on to it. I'm just like, girl, like, I don't know what else you needed. Like, I don't know what else you needed or what else you wanted to tell you, like, it's time to go, but she still holds on. So enter Marcello. This is number 8. So this is episode 8. Fun fact, Marcello is Nikolai's friend. Plot convenience. But I don't know. I feel like rich people hang out with only rich people, so I don't know. But anyway, so fun fact. So Marcello, they own like a very, very rare brand of clothing, and it's like spun from some goat's hair or something. Either way, it's very rare, and they're trying to see what they can do, the future of it, but it's very much like a small town or whatever, blah blah. And it would be such an advantage for Emily to score a job like this, but you know, she would lose her possible man in it. I have on here Genevieve is just evil Emily. Anyways, but so basically he lives in Italy for obvious reasons, and then so we can move the plot over there. But he lives in Italy, and so they have a date where they don't kiss or nothing, which really shows that the connection is actually authentic. So basically after that, she says, oh, there's a party tonight, you should come. He's like, oh, I'm in Italy, blah blah. So she is not planning on him showing up. So Gabrielle, now that he's down with his mood swing, which he has more. Gabrielle mood swings be sending me. I'm just like, sir, because once you tell, like, I'm just speaking from my perspective. If ever try to spin the block, you will never spin the block, because once you lose your chance with me, it's over. I can't even look back. Anyways, so he comes back to the ball, but turns out Marcello's like, oh, let me fly in real quick, or let me change my thing so I can show like support. Like, someone who she just started talking to has more support than Gabrielle ever gave her. Red flag. Like, it should just tell you off rip, this person is not supposed to be for you. But anyways, Gabrielle sees her and Marcello talking, and he walks away because he's a child. So episode 9 and episode 10 basically Kami is thinking about adopting a child instead of entering therapy that she needs. And Emily is in Italia with Marcello. She got flued out. Ciao bella. Like, me personally, even her Italian's better. Like, it just sounds better than her French. No offense to her. But anyways, Genevieve ends up moving downstairs because that's what we have to do to move the plot along. Genevieve ends up moving downstairs from Emily, and Gabrielle is helping her move in, and basically later on they have a party and they end up kissing each other. I mean, she ends up kissing him, and he's just like, oh, you know. Anyways, I have on here too, this is very big, so Nico and Mindy unfortunately split, and it's because they end up splitting because Nico is trying to take over his father's company. So with her taking her pictures for Eurovision with Benoit, and her Benoit looks very romantic as the photographer is trying to sell that, and basically they end up breaking up. And then It ends pretty much with Emily trying to choose, does she want to start in the Italian office with Sylvie, because Sylvie said you should go run the Italian office. So that's pretty much the part 2. I'm going to go into pros and cons. Let's go into the cons real quick. All right, so I have the con. Emily still doesn't speak French. Okay, there's something almost maniacal about the fact that you've been in this country for 4 years. That's maniacal to me. That's even if it's basic, even if it's basic, 4 years in a country not speaking the language and you're the only one who doesn't speak the language. Like, of course, like with Miami, like there's some people who are from Miami and they still don't speak English because Miami is not leaving the United States. Like it's very cultured over there that you don't really need to speak English in Miami. All right. But this is a whole country that speaks this language. You still don't know it. Is wild. Like it's almost maniacal. Part 2 feels like a separate season. It did. It felt like, to me, it felt like they were trying to stretch it to get more money, but they didn't know how to stretch it organically. They just made a new season. To me, I felt like I was watching Emily and Italia pilot season. Like, we're getting rid of main characters. We're pushing other people to the front. Like, it just felt very much like they were just trying to, I don't know. It felt very much like a separate season. I have on here Gabriel's attitude and haircut. I wasn't trying to be mean, but his haircut pissed me off this season. Something about the fact that, like, they were giving him the Justin Bieber, like, haircut. I don't know what was going on, babe. Somebody's haircut just really pissed me off. Like, it was, like, I got it from my gut that I hated this haircut, okay? I get what they're trying to do. His attitude, like, really show that, like, he's not the one for her, but it was almost cartoonish how they kind of villainized his personality this season. Like, it didn't feel like the Gabrielle we know from season 1, but I don't know. It's like, as soon as he got his Michelin star, which he ended up getting his Michelin star, oh, I have to see Emily. I have to go get her. I was like, hey, arrête. Okay, like, we don't want to hear anything you have to say after this. Like, you had time to chase after this woman who's been chasing after you, even with the baby in tow, even with you possibly having a baby mama, she still loved you. And you trying to tell me you couldn't say anything until you got your Michelin star. Now that you have your toy, now you want to play? You're a child. I have on here money. This is funny. How everything was getting paid for was almost unrealistic, because I always don't know how much money they were paying her. That I'm talking about Emily's expenses. Like, I haven't seen her repeat an outfit yet. And I know it is a work of fiction, but something about the money was just sending me over the edge. But we could talk about that in a different video, but the math was not mathing. Okay, so pro is the fashion. Every look 8 down. I feel like Mindy is truly a fashionista. I feel like a lot more pieces from Emily looked more fashion ready this season, because some of the outfits, it was giving very much like, I can tell a designer bought their way into the show. It didn't feel like an organic, it doesn't feel like something she would wear. But these were like this season, like with the red bag from, ooh, my shirt. The red bag from the butterfly bag that she wore in Italia was really, really dope. So I feel like that was a pretty good piece. And then I have on here, all the males are fine. It is. I don't know if that was part of the contract. Like, okay, if they don't watch the show, they'll at least watch the show for the plot, but I did see that a lot of the male, like the eye candy, like they did their thing. Like, everybody was attractive. It almost didn't make any sense. Almost was uncomfortable, because I was like, we need somebody average looking so this can be realistic. Not everybody in Europe is fine. Please stop it. Like, it almost felt like a joke almost. I was like, wait, everybody on this show is fine. Okay, I guess that's what we're doing. But yeah, everybody is very attractive, so I don't know if that was purpose. Alfie's happily ever after. I really hope he has a girlfriend, and I hope it wasn't just to make her jealous. I really hope, like, in the next season, because they got renewed for season 5. Like I said, me personally, I think that they can end the show right where it's at. We don't need to go into like the ups and downs of her with Marcello and Italy, but I think we're at a good stopping point. But it could something more in the book, but child, they keep adding to her lore, so we're just gonna just let it happen. But I have on here more of Mindy singing. Her voice is so, she's so talented, yo. Like Mindy's voice is so, like Mindy, Ashley Park, her voice is breathtaking. Like I want to hear more of her singing. I like how they gave her more singing scenes this season, but she's so talented, yo. And we need more. Okay, we need to hear more. Like her singing is just like it makes you stop. Like it makes you stop. Like I'm still singing it. Oh, we're fine. No, no, no. Copyright. No, 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 no. Like I don't know what the song is called, but like I'm still singing that song. Like that song ate down. She's just more singing of Ashley. I have on here Genevieve character is a pro because a lot of people are just like, she's so annoying. Why did they bring her on the show? It's like we needed a common enemy. Okay, like it's just part of human behavior. We need a negative thing to fight towards for commonality. So I feel like them adding her really helped move the series along because it was giving very much this part two. We're gonna be here all day. So I think I like her character being there. She's doing a great job because she's so annoying. And then I have on here Sylvie is like the final piece. Like Sylvie reminds me that, and I'll wrap up. Sylvie reminds me that just because there's not a 2 in front of your age anymore doesn't mean you're unattractive. Like this woman, she's formidable. I don't know how to describe it, but she's formidable. Like the actress, like they're saying, oh, they want to have a spinoff. I was like, the only way they'd have a spinoff is if they make the younger back in the day, and I don't want them to do that. Because no one can play her. Okay, like let's just keep it a buck. No one can play her, but I don't know, like she's so formidable. Like there's just something so classic about her, you know. But I really hope that in the next season for Emily and Italia, which I wish they would. Like I think we're all over France. I think we're over France now. I think we're over it. I think we're over France. We're over her French. Like I think we're done. I think we should move to Italy and let's try the plot from there. Marcello seems like a screen stealer whenever he's on stage. But Gabriel, we're over him. We're over Kami. Blessings. Okay, blessings to that one. Hopefully she'll grow up. But like we're over France. We're ready to go for Emily and Italia 2026. Let's get it. So now we can just subscribe. Now we're gonna subscribe, share. It's Claire Haire.